Hi guys, this is Job Trey, and today I'm going to share with you the books that I've had that has helped me become better, I think, in my eyes with anatomy and finger drawing. So I have here technical books about anatomy and figure drawing, and I have here books that talk about the other side of art as well. The other side, which is more about the not talk about part of art like the intentions for drawing, the purpose of drawing, and etc. So, to start, the very first book that I bought is this one, Morpho Anatomy for Artists. This is by Michelle Loricella. Fun fact, this was actually on my bookshelf for 2 years. I think uh, 1.5 year to 2 years before I started using it. Uh, I remember one day just telling myself, "Oh, fuck everything. I'm just going to copy. I'm just going to start using this. I'm just going to turn my mind off, and I'm going to just copy." Uh, this book. Let me show you the contents of this one. So this is a very technical, I think, very detailed figure. If figure book, if you are aiming for something very figurative, a very life drawing kind of style. As you can see, not only does it include the male anatomy, it also includes the female anatomy. Uh, Not only does it include the muscles, it also includes the simple forms. As you can see, there has been some notes there. I've used this for quite some time. So I'm going to show you guys the table of contents. So head and the neck, the torso, the roots of the arm, upper limb, lower limb, and then overviews. I added extra contents here just to remind me of specific parts of the body that I need to study. But basically, this is a good book overall. You can study pretty much everything here. This is if you're going with the life drawing style, traditional style. So the next book that I got after this one is this Figure Drawing Design and Invention by Michael Hampton. So this is a very famous book in the figure drawing circle, in the figure drawing sphere. This is recommended a lot by established artists, and especially Michael Hampton. Michael Hampton is an established artist working in the industry, teaching in the industry for a very long time. This simplifies more the body, not just with the anatomy but also with the gestures, as you can see. Gestures, it teaches you a lot of things. As you can see, gesture drawing, side view, back view. This is kind of like industry style. A very comprehensive guide for figure drawing and anatomy by an established industry professional. So these are figure drawings, as you can see, gesture drawings rather. Examples like these are contour drawings, the lines that wrap around the figure, the forms of the figure like a rubber band. Talks about a lot of stuff that isn't talked about, like the in and outs of the body, the muscles of the body. Everything is connecting with each other. Everything is going in. Everything is going out. Everything is going out. Everything is going in. So there's certain rhythms in the body. It also talks about structure, simplification, which is good. Overall, this is a 9 out of 10 book for me. Very good book. As you can see, it includes a lot. This is where I learned how to break down the torso, the upper body, into basic forms. As you can see, if you're following me for a while, this is where I got that shoulder. I use the shoulder a lot. This one, I have used this a lot as to simplify my figures. So basically, you can simplify the shoulder as this arching block, and then you can attach the shoulders there, and then the traps. And this is achieved by adding this on top of the egg for the rib cage. So I recommend this book. Definitely recommend this book. Very comprehensive. You will learn a lot on how to simplify the body into basic forms and shapes. It talks about interesting concepts as well. Okay, so this is my second book. The third book I had is this Morpho Simplified Forms, also by Michelle Loricella. This book is just a simplified version of the first book, which is this. Very simplified. You can carry this anywhere. This is quite small. You can carry this anywhere, which is good. You can read this at a coffee shop. You can read this at a restaurant. You can read this at school. You can read it wherever. It's good to carry. So I recommend that book as well. So the next book that I've got, it's not this Constructive Anatomy by George Bridgman. It's not this Drawing the Right Side of the Brain by Betty Edwards. It's not this Drawing Lessons from the Great Masters. It's not this Figure Drawing for Concepts Artist. It is this one. So this is by a painter, an artist, very good artist, a very old artist, not always mentioned. The Practice of Science in Drawing by Harold Speed. By far, this is my favorite book of all of my books that I've had. It doesn't even talk about the technicalities of anatomy at all or figure drawing. It talks about, this one talks mostly about the other side of art, which is I like a lot. This talks about how we only see what we find on objects. There's a quote here that says, let me find it for you guys. Hold on. It talks about this. This is my favorite quote of this book. It says, "In every object there is inexhaustible meaning. The eye sees in it what the eye brings means of seeing." So, wow, the first time that I read that, my mind was blown. And this is like a mindfuck book, guys. I recommend you to buy it. This is just very cheap, very affordable, even for students. As you can see, I've highlighted a lot of it. As an experienced artist, you can search Harold Speed, guys. As an experienced artist, I learned a lot from the stuff that he teaches, besides the technical side of art. And it's kind of like a mentor to me. Someone from the past talking to you. He also talks about the academic side of art and the artistic side of art. Meaning that the true test of art is when it conveys emotions, when it conveys feelings. And all academic art can teach is the technical side of art, how to make it look good. What makes art art is not that it looks good, but it conveys genuine feeling. However, you can have art that has no emotions and it's just kind of robotic, which does not satisfy the viewer. And you can have art that is just pure emotions, but isn't believable, doesn't have any basis with reality. So, weak foundations. And some people might be able to uh, accept it due to its genuine emotion, as well as with academic art with genuine knowledge and skill. However, if one lacks both, one lacks either the foundations or emotions, it will not be great. So I recommend this book. Amazing book. So the next book that I've had is this, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. This was actually recommended to me by Psychra. Recommended by Psychra. This is where I got the belief that yes, drawing can be learned. There is actually an efficient way to learn, and it also talks about the other side of art as well. This is a very interesting book. It quotes a lot, not just from art and artists, but from all kinds of people, uh, presidents, uh, journalists, uh, teachers, authors, writers. It quotes a wide variety of people to prove this person's point. That let me find it for you. It talks about this concept where there are people who are left brain dominant and there are people who are right brain dominant. Left brain people are much more of an intellectual, convergent thinking, digital, secondary, abstract, directed, analytical, linear, rational, sequential, analytic, objective, successive. And there is the right way of drawing, which uses instead intuition, divergent thinking. They tend to be analogic. They tend to be primary thinkers, concrete. They tend to be more free. They tend to be more imaginative. They view things as relational. They view things as non-linear, intuitive, multiple, holistic view, subjective, simultaneous. So it talks about a lot of interesting things as well. But on this book, I like it very much. I read it a 9 out of 10 as well. This author, Betty Edwards, teaches you how to draw using the right side of the brain, teaching you how to actually see. Because most of us uh, associate sight with the mental conceptions of our minds, associated with the sense of feel. So we're not actually seeing, we're still using the logical brain. And when you're drawing, it will not be very much artistic. To be truly artistic is to be able to use the right side of the brain. And for most people, people are not right brain dominant. I think, if I remember correctly, the amount of people that are left brain dominant way surpasses the amount of people that are right brain dominant. And there are famous people here as well that she mentions. So it's a very good book. It will motivate you a lot and will convince you to start drawing. The Mysteries of Drawing. The next book that I've had is Drawing Lessons from the Great Masters. So what I like about this book is that you feel like you're in a conversation with the great artists of the past. Uh, it teaches you a lot about the drawing, other side of drawing, as well as the technical side of drawing, how the masters did it, what was their routines. So it teaches a lot of the ways of the masters. So this is mostly master studies. The author observes the ways that masters did their sketches mostly, and what's their thought processes, what are they trying to achieve. So if you want to learn more about the masters from the past, this is typically from the Renaissance period. This is the book for you. So if you like people like Leonardo da Vinci, uh, Durer, Michelangelo, if you like people, artists like that, painters, definitely recommend this book. So after that, this is the next book that I've had that I bought. This is Figure Drawing for Concept Artists by Khan Muftik. This was actually recommended by Artwad. So this is more on the traditional side of art. It teaches you how to approach drawing from the right way, using the right way. This is more aligned with like still life drawing, atelier style, like the art of Proko. This is how Proko draws. The right way to use a sharpener, the right way to hold the pencil. This deals with the very basic stuff of figure drawing. So literally, how to shade, how much pressure you should apply, how to simplify the shapes, the shadow shapes, and how to shade overall, the step-by-step process of shading, the measurements as well, the proportions. This is a very good book if you want to take the long, slow process of drawing, which will produce an absolutely fantastic result. This is the book for you. This is for the people that want to take their time. Very good book. Uh, it will improve your shading. It will improve your rendering a lot, and you'll become more free, and you'll have a solid direction of where you'll need to go, because he really teaches how to start approaching drawing, not just from the technical side, but from the mindset that you need to have. So that is Figure Drawing for Concept Artists. And the last book that I've had is George Bridgman's Constructive Anatomy. This is from Dover Illustrations, and I haven't really finished this book still because it's not really my style. However, I find it very interesting. I've done some studies for the tricep. This is George Bridgman is very famous for studies on the arm, particularly the arm. You see it a lot on established artists that they used Bridgman for the arm. Uh, Very simplified. This is kind of an advanced book. So if you're past construction, if you're past mannequinization, if you really want to learn the insertions and the uh, points of origin of muscles, this is the book for you. Very interesting book. If you find yourself a very technical dude, this is the book for you. I like this book very much. I think I'll be studying it more in the future. I like this book very much. As you can see, there are notes that I'm making. Very interesting book. So there's a lot of arm drawings there. So yeah, I'll definitely be studying this. I'm just recommending it to you now. If you're a very technical person, this is the book for you. So that is all. I'm going to arrange them so you can see them properly. So you can pause the drawing and you can take a fresh look of this. I find myself that I'm gravitating towards very simple art. Art like Tom Fox, art by Tom Fox. So very, very simple but very beautiful drawings. You can really see the amount of knowledge there, the amount of skill. But these are the books that have gotten me up to this point, so I'm just sharing them with you. So I've also sold some books before. I've had Andrew Loomis's figure drawing book, uh, and the uh, drawing the head and faces. So I've had books before, and I have sold them for money, but there's actually still books that I haven't included here. Let me get it for you. Hold on. So this is a special mention, guys. Uh, Framed Perspective, Volume 2 by Marcos Mateo Mestre. So even though this is a perspective book, there's actually a section here where it discusses the human anatomy. Um, I like it very much. I have used this a lot before. It also teaches how to simplify the figure, how to, as you can really see, the way that he draws, his art style is very inky, very like the Marvel way of drawing, uh, Marvel way of inking. As you can see, it has a very strong contrast here, and I like art like this. I'm trying to learn this as well, to not be afraid of adding the darks. So the simplified form, it's all here. Let me show you the simplified anatomy. There's an anatomy section here. Hold on. Here. This is the anatomy section, guys. As you can see, it discusses the bones, the scapula, the sternum, rib cage, pelvis, typical stuff. So, you might ask, why do I have such many books on figure drawing? Well, one main reason is I don't want to be a watered down version of a single artist. Although at the beginning, that's what I used to do. I only had one book that I was copying, which is the Morpho. But over time, I discovered other books recommended by artists on YouTube, and I started buying them. And what I've gained from this book is the way that these artists draw the feet. As you can see, the medial side of this is much higher than the lateral side, which is, I always remember it. So I definitely recommend this book as well. It discusses the rhythms of the body as well, as you can see. In the future, I want to get the Korean artists' books. I'm resonating with them more as I progress further along. But this is a very good start. As you can see, it also illustrates drawing figures in perspective, which is very good. You need to learn figures in perspective. So combining the gesture with structure, with construction, very interesting book. Using boxes in perspective, interesting, very interesting. I recommend this book, guys. You should buy it. I promise you it'll help you a lot. So, Frame Perspective, Volume 2 as well, Marcos Mateo Mestre. So, this will be the end of this video. So, I'm just going to fix them here so that you can screenshot it or whatever. Take a good look at it. Okay, so definitely in the future, what are my plans? I plan on getting Korean books, Korean artists' books, Dong Ho Kim, no, Yeah, I think Dong O Kim's Stonehouse's book. Definitely a Kim Jung-gi book in the future. Definitely a bucket list for me. Vanderpool. I would like to also get that, but here is it. Here are what I have, and also how to use them. Quick tip on how to use them. Literally, just copy them. Um, when you are copying, you cannot learn anatomy and figure drawing just by reading it. Uh, you have to draw them, and at first you have to imitate, much like any other people. All great artists started with copying. Mark Brunet started copying Goku drawings when he was a child. Kim Jung-gi started copying comics when he was a child. A lot of great artists started copying people when they were children. Uh, and just copy them over time. The way the artists draw will automatically be ingrained in your brain. And also, if you do it a lot, you'll be a lot better than you would imagine if you had just read them. Okay? What will happen is your individuality, yourself. Once you lose yourself in the drawing, your art style will merge with the knowledge that you've gotten from this book. That's what I find. That is why I am studying Korean artists, Kim Jung-gi. I find that when I am doing master studies and discovering how they draw, I unconsciously, I think, add them to photo studies, to photo figure studies from Pinterest. And that is how you kind of get and absorb the art style that you have from the people that you admire, artists that you admire. So just copy. Okay. Um, if you have any book recommendations for me, I would be happy to look at them. Put them in the comment section below. So this is it. Book recommendations and how to use art books efficiently. So that's all, guys. Bye for now.